The glacial wonder of Patagonia. Welcome to Perito Moreno. Stretching over 250 square kilometers in size, this behemoth of a glacier is one of the most important tourist attractions in southern Argentina. Holding the world's third largest reserve of fresh water, the Perito Moreno Glacier is a natural marvel that anyone coming to Patagonia needs to visit. With its close proximity to the town of Calafate, visiting this unique attraction can easily be done by tour or self-guided. In this video, we'll take you guys along our journey to this natural wonder. From the popular boat ride to walking along the well-designed boardwalks, we promise you won't leave this place disappointed. Make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video where we'll share a mini travel guide.
Good morning from El Calafate. Today we're going to be exploring the main site from this town, and that's the Perito Moreno Glacier. We've heard how amazing it is. We've seen it online, seen how big it is and how close you can get to the glacier. And some of our friends told us how incredible it is, so we are so excited. Right now, we are currently walking to the bus terminal to catch the bus to enter the national park.
A lot of people will opt to do a tour where they come and pick you up from your accommodations, they'll give you some information about the glacier, and then you're kind of on your own for your own free time to explore. And if you wanted to do that, we'll link some amazing recommendations down below in the description. Now for us, we are planning to do it a little bit more self-guided. We're gonna do it yourself. And if you wanna know why, make sure to stick to the end of this video where we'll explain all of that along with a full guide on, if you want to do it yourself, how to maximize your experience. Gracias.
Ciao.
Woo. After an hour and a half, we have finally made it over to Perito Moreno Glacier. I think the first thing we're gonna do is actually hop on a boat. We're just gonna pick up the tickets right over here so we can get up and close and personal with the icebergs. Oh, it's our first look at these huge icebergs. We can't wait to go down there after. But first, we gotta get onto this boat trip because it leaves in about 10 minutes. It's a little bit cold, it's a little bit windy, but it's not too bad right now. Everyone is just queuing up to head onto the boat. This is also our first look at these crazy icebergs. I don't think we've ever seen anything that big.
No, never. The icebergs are so blue. I don't think we've ever seen anything like it before. They are huge and they look like frozen Gatorade or maybe like a bubblegum ice cream. Ooh.
This is honestly really cool. I don't want to speak too loudly because everyone's super quiet beside me, but it's absolutely amazing. We're so close to all the glaciers, to the icebergs. It's just so massive. It just completely towers over us. I think this is just such a cool and unique experience that we've never got to do before.
This boat is so rocky because the waves are just hitting on both sides and we're going super slowly. Every time you walk from one end to the other, you kind of just look like somebody who's had a few too many drinks. But once you kind of find your footing and just sway with the boat, you're pretty okay.
It's so funny when the boat actually starts turning around, everyone races to either side so they can be closer to the glacier. So the boat's just turning and then everyone just races from our side to over here. I lost our spot. I lost it.
We just finished up our hour-long boat ride to see the Perito Moreno Glacier up close, and we did think that we were going to see it a little bit closer, but it was still a really cool experience. We got to cruise along the blue Lago Argentino. We got to see the glacier in a whole different perspective as we were on the north side of it. Right now, we're just walking along the boardwalk, which is a completely free attraction once you come into the national park. We're really excited to see the glacier from a new perspective than we just did.
It's actually crazy how up close you get to the glacier just from the boardwalk. I almost feel like if you didn't do the boat tour, you're honestly not missing out on too much. You're super up close to it. Probably even closer than we got on the boat.
We're still only on the blue section of the boardwalk. We haven't even hit the other four, and already our perspective of the glacier is just incredible. You see all the ridges, the crevices, and the top layer of the glacier just looks like a bunch of blue pointy needles. And sometimes you can hear a section of the glacier just break off and create this thundering noise. It's incredible.
When we were over by the blue section, it was so quiet. It was just the two of us walking along the boardwalk for huge stretches. But once you get to the orange and red section, this place is absolutely packed. And honestly, I get why. You literally get the perfect view of the glacier.
Just to add on to what Jason said, I think the reason why the orange section is the busiest is because that's where you're closest to the glacier. It's also where you'll see the tallest point of it, at 70 meters just from the water surface. And you can also see the entire width, 4.4 kilometers. It's insane how massive this thing is.
When you're done exploring the boardwalks, you don't actually have to walk all the way back to the parking lot if that's where you started like we did. There's actually a free bus that you can take that will take you from the central area all the way back to the parking lot. And that's what we're doing right now. We're just waiting for the bus. We're gonna hop on and then head back to town.
If you wanted to visit Perito Moreno National Park by yourself, here's our quick guide on how to best do it. To get there without a car, there are buses that run from El Calafate 2 to 3 times a day. There are 2 companies that run it from the bus terminal in town, Marga Taxa and Cal Tour. At the time we visited, the price of our bus tickets was 25,000 Argentinian pesos each, which was for a round-trip journey. Though we bought our bus tickets in person at the terminal, we purchased our park passes online on the park's official website, which we'll link in the description below. Entry tickets were 10,000 Argentinian pesos per person, which you can buy in advance online like us, or purchase on the spot with card or cash when the bus stops at the park entrance. If you're planning on doing the boat excursion like we did, it's best to do it first thing upon your arrival to Perito Moreno. Purchase your tickets as soon as you get off the bus and get an immediate time slot if you can to best make use of your time. As for the boardwalks, there are 5 different color-coded paths that you can spend a few hours exploring. Starting from the boat pier, there's the blue line for the coastal path, orange for the central path, red for the lower path, green for the woods path, and purple for the accessible path. The orange boardwalk is the most popular, being as it's most central and has the best close-up view of the glacier. But red, in our opinion, was undoubtedly the most underrated, especially the top section where we got an overhead and unobstructed view, pretty much all to ourselves, instead of being shoulder to shoulder with the other visitors. We hope you guys enjoyed our video on this natural wonder in Patagonia, and if you haven't yet seen our other videos in the region, be sure to check them out. See you next time.